Odds are you or somebody you know has bought something on Amazon. And odds are that you or somebody you know has noticed that every product on Amazon has a questions and answers section. This section is supposed to help customers find useful information about the product they're looking at, such as, does this shirt run large? Or does this toy come with batteries? You know, helpful information that you might actually want to know about the product you're buying. Unfortunately, for some customers looking for information, this section has become full of people who give nothing but unhelpful answers. But that does lead to some hilarity for people like me. So I went to the bestseller section of Amazon to see if I could find some funny questions and answers to share with the rest of you, and oh boy, they were not hard to find. What better product to start off with than the ever so exciting Anker Power Strip, where somebody simply wanted to know, does this come in black? To which somebody replied with, I'm not sure. If you're not sure, then why did you go out of your way to even say anything? I mean, where is it appropriate to do something like this? If I was walking down the street and I overheard somebody say to their wife, honey, do you happen to know what time it is? I would not go out of my way to go up to that person who I just overheard and say, oh, excuse me, I have no idea what time it is. You would think I was insane. Next up, we have some women's Levi skinny jeans. And somebody simply wanted to know, I see a 10 long and a 10 large. What's the difference? To which somebody else replied, I returned these jeans, not right for my figure. First of all, keep your figures to yourself. And second of all, not only does this not answer the question, it's not even a helpful product review. You've told me something very specific about yourself, but I don't know you. I mean, at this point, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to text you and be like, hey, send me a picture of yourself so I know what you look like? Oh damn, you look just like me. I ain't gonna buy these jeans. We have the LeapFrog 100 Animals book. And somebody wanted to know, does LeapFrog make this in English and French like one picture shows? I would like the English-French one. Okay, my French sounds a little bit like Russian, don't judge me. And one very helpful Amazon user said, call LeapFrog customer service. No, I will not call LeapFrog customer service, and you know why? Because I'm afraid of them. Every time you call LeapFrog customer service, they trace the call. They come to your house at night. They say, this is what happens when you call customer service line. That one was supposed to be Russian. And they break your knees. So after you get out of the hospital, you decide, maybe I'll ask my question on Amazon instead. Those people tend to be nicer. And then we get this person. Who are you working for, Amazon user? Is it LeapFrog customer service? Are you trying to trace my call so you can come and break my knees? Next, we have a 5 cubic foot freezer for all of this stuff, I guess. And somebody wanted to know, how do you order an extra basket? And this helpful person replied, I don't know, but I will not be purchasing a freezer until pricing come back to pre-gouging prices. I will not pay $400 for a $200 freezer. You know what you can do instead of wasting everybody's time with your ramblings about an overpriced freezer on Amazon? You can go down to your local appliance store where a very nice salesman can sell you the same or similar freezer for a very good price, and they might even throw in free shipping and installation. And they're gonna treat that thing so much better than Amazon ever would. Here's how Amazon delivers packages. Delivered. This is how big 5 cubic feet is, by the way. Look it up. True story, Amazon actually delivered one of my packages to the wrong place last week. I got that notification that said your package has been delivered, and it has that picture on it, so to tell you hey, we put it here. It wasn't my door. I had to wander around looking for it, hoping to God that somebody hadn't already taken it inside their house. I'm looking at people's welcome mats and then looking at my phone going, nope, that's not it. And then when I did finally find it, I had to be like, is anybody looking? I had to go steal my package from somebody else's doorstep, and I knew it was gonna look really bad. It all worked out okay, but come on, Amazon, get your crap together. Now we have the all new, ooh, fancy, Ring Video Doorbell. And a potential buyer wanted to know, if I already have hardwired front and back doorbells to one transformer that works fine, how will Ring work with that? Do I have to disconnect anything? And a helpful buyer responded with, mine is not hardwired. Sorry, I'm not very helpful. Well, at least do acknowledge your lack of helpfulness, and that's the first step to recovery. Also, spell check. We have Airheads candy bars, which are some of my favorites, and somebody wanted to know, what is the density? And somebody responded with, not sure about density. That particular question is best answered by the manufacturer as well. How about this? If you don't have the answer to the question, don't answer the question. Can't you get that through your dense head? Next, we have a Nubwo gaming headset. And this product had 1 million people asking questions along the lines of, will this work with my Playbox? And every answer was always, I don't know, but those questions were too easy for me to make fun of. I went digging, and I eventually found this user that asked, "Just got these headphones in. I can hear my own voice in the headset, so basically my audio input is coming back into output. How do I change that?" And the answer they got was, "The mic is trash. Sounds like a jail phone." This is another answer that looks like it really belongs in the review section instead of the answer section. But also, how do you know what a jail phone sounds like? And I'm assuming they're talking about the phones where like you go and visit somebody in jail and you've got the glass in front of you. This is what I know from movies. I've never actually visited somebody in jail, but they got that glass in front of you and you have to get on the phone to talk through the glass. But what if they're talking about like the actual jail phones? Hey man, you're gonna have to repeat that. The audio quality is just terrible. Yo, you want one of them jail phones? Next up, we've got the Comfy Life Gel Enhanced Seat Cushion. And somebody asked, how long before it needs to be replaced? I use this 5 days a week for 10 hours per day, getting up frequently, but I've had it for 3 years now. And somebody answered, I've only been using mine for a little over a week. So far it is in like new condition. Therefore, I can't answer your question about how long before it needs to be replaced. Okay, again, if you don't have an answer, don't answer. Second, you've had yours for less time than the person who asked the question, which means you're just flat out not qualified to answer. Thirdly, you've had yours for 3 years and you've been using it 10 hours a day for 5 days a week? Hold on, let me get out the handy dandy calculator here. So you've been using it 10 hours a day times 5 days a week times 52 weeks in a year times 3 years, which means you've been using yours for 7,800 hours. If it hasn't needed to be replaced by now, then congratulations, you've just bought an immortal seat cushion. Also, if you had it that long, why are you even asking this question? Weird flex. Oh wait, I found another question. I keep my house around 66 degrees in winter in Maine. Some memory foam is very cold and stiff. Has anyone had any problems with that in winter? I just ordered this, so I don't have an answer obviously, but you keep your house in the winter in Maine at 66? I couldn't get over that, LOL. I'm in humid DC and I can't go under 72 in the summer. Dude, I'm with the answer on this one. 66 degrees in the winter in Maine? What are you, a polar bear? Next up, we have some Sky Genius binoculars. And one inquisitive customer asked, how much do these binoculars weigh? And somebody answered, I'm sure that's on the description, but I threw mine in the trash. It was showing double vision, was worthless. I spent an extra $40 and got a Nikon set, worth every penny. You know that there's usually a little knob on the binoculars to like adjust the focus, and that's how you get rid of the double vision, right? How much you want to bet that this person gets paid by Nikon to go to every binocular that's on Amazon and post this answer somewhere? Get out of here, Nikon fanboy. If you love Nikon so much, why don't you go marry it? Dad joke. Next I have Fogworks Extreme High Density Fog Juice, which is the #2 bestseller in the musical instrument section. Why? Get it together, Amazon. The only way this makes sense is if you drink some of it and it turns your butt into a musical instrument a few minutes later. Anyway, somebody wanted to know, is the fog flammable? And this smart person responded with, no, I was smoking in a room full of fog. Nothing happened. Look, I'm not a smoker, but I feel like if I was a smoker and I was going to smoke in a room of something that wasn't air, I'd be like, I'm gonna take this outside. On top of that, is that really a trustworthy answer to the question? This person probably also says stuff like, you know, gasoline isn't all that flammable. I smoke at the gas station all the time and nothing bad has happened. Is that how you smoke a cigarette? I have no idea. And lest you think that unhelpful answers are only for those who speak English, well, this person asked, ¿Esto puede trabajar con agua? Which if you don't speak Spanish, that means, can this work with water? And the answer they got was, no tengo idea, nunca lo usé. Which translates to, I have no idea, I've never used it. How much you want to bet that this is somebody who just finished their first year of high school Spanish who's like, haha, I got this one. Being unhelpful in Spanish is still being unhelpful. Like if I was walking down the street and I overheard somebody say, Novia, ¿qué hora es? I would not go up to that person and be like, disculpe señor, no tengo ni idea. So what have we learned today? We've learned that Nikon has an active vendetta against other brands of binoculars. We learned that Amazon delivery drivers don't give a crap about your packages. And we learned that if you call the LeapFrog customer service line, Russians are going to come to your house at night and break your knees. And now that I have blessed you with this knowledge, I encourage you to take it out into the world and make it a better place. See you later, everybody.